Hey, welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink what y'all pick. So please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section or email me, bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com, and I will get your bottle on the show, or bottles, on the show as fast as humanly possible. Tonight, we are doing an Old Forester flight. So I grabbed the 1910, the 1920, and the 100 proof Old Forester. With that, if you haven't seen our show before, the guys are going to tell you what they think of the bottle without knowing what exactly the whiskey is. They will give you a price point that they're willing to pay for the whiskey in the glass, and then they'll tell you what it's actually worth. So if you like what you see tonight, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you absolutely love what you see, go ahead and check out our Patreon page. A lot of cool stuff over there. Also, looking for a good Facebook group that guys and gals talk about bourbon 24/7, or just about. Go on and head on over to Bourbon Blind Nation. Ooh, good cork pop. For records and everything else, we are going to put the 1920 is in the Four Roses glass in red at 115 proof. Or elixir. So these are our 1920. Our 1910 is going to go in black for the Whiskey House. And our 100 proof goes in to Bourbon Blind glasses. So I'm gonna go get the guys. We'll see what they think. They're gonna be so surprised when they find 3 glasses instead of just 2.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
Nick is finally back with us.
I got lost. It's really complicated getting here.
Nick got pregnant and had a baby recently, so, his time's been a little tied up.
Do you have any idea how complicated pregnancy is?
You do now.
I do.
So, all right, are we going right to left, left to right? What are we doing? So, we did rearrange the bottles from when Aaron did them. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Let's start with the Bourbon Blind because we're on Bourbon Blind.
Boom sauce.
Boom sauce.
Ow. It hurt.
Such a bitch.
And all 3, Aaron poured some freaking pours. And
Yeah.
Nick and I walked in, we're like, those are 3 really dark, really big, full glasses.
Yeah, they were like halfway up the glass.
Yeah.
If you're in Bourbon Blind Nation, she was pouring some Tommy Minshew pours.
Right.
Shout out to Tommy Minshew.
And Bourbon Blind Nation.
And Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Or Bourbon Blind on Patreon. I'll let you boy.
Bam. So this is just like straight up caramel.
Yeah, dark caramel, like a chocolate covered like red apple.
I was gonna say like a chocolate covered nut.
You do like your nuts?
I freaking love nuts. Like I feel like could be a higher proof just because it's like there's a lot in there.
It would not surprise me if it was like north of 120.
I mean, definitely north of 100.
Oh, absolutely.
It's well above 80 proof.
It is
I will
notably
put money on it. It's above 80
notably
proof.
above 80 proof. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him hanging for a minute.
I'm just gonna sit here. I have all the patience in the world.
You do. Caramel, chocolate, nut. Apples, apple pie. You said apples. Cheers.
Apple cobbler.
Okay.
It's got that like sweetness, almost like a bready feel.
Mm-hmm.
Get like the apples.
So is it just me or did like
a red apple, not like a green apple.
It hit my tongue and I was swishing it around, doing the thing, right? And then the first word that came out of my mouth or to my mind was neutral. Like it just tasted like bourbon, and then all of a sudden, like it started developing and making flavors and doing stuff.
It didn't start out super complex or complicated or anything like that.
It was the first sip, so take that for what it's worth. But
I have tempered.
Pear peach cobbler maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like all
it's
those
weird
like
because it's like a pear peach, but also like a dark apple.
Right. Like
And pear and peach are much lighter fruits.
You just say dark apple.
Like a red apple. Shut up.
It's summer fruit. We'll go with that.
Summer fruit, but also like a red apple. Not like a...
Ooh.
Okay. Well, guess we're just going to go ahead and...
Go ahead and nose that. I want to...
Son of a...
I told you.
I ain't 10.
I told you. That's... First of all the darkness.
Yeah.
All the darkness.
Now, this is like opening your
That's-
closet in the middle of the night dark.
Yeah, like...
So...
Dark and sweet. Like, it's... Like burnt sugar, toffee...
Blackberries.
Blackberries, molasses. Like,
Absolutely. Heavy molasses.
yeah.
Like some definitely caramelized sugar, dark caramel. No, I'm not getting a lot of fruit.
No.
Or floral.
Leather.
Definitely leather. Definitely oaky.
Maybe some tobacco. I'm going in here.
Ooh, fancy cheer. More leather, dark sugar, molasses.
I was gonna say molasses, burnt sugar, barrel char.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely pick up the barrel char.
Some barrel char for show.
Like some dark floral, if that makes any sense.
It does in this aspect. Like
It's hard to explain it and put it into words so you'll understand what I mean, but like floral with darkness.
it's almost like a dark freshness. Again,
Right.
that doesn't make sense, but
Like a pretty dead flower.
we're right there. Everyone else is watching us going, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're like, next video.
All right, I'm moving on to 3. Three is almost like a mixture between the two. Like,
It almost feels neutral in compared to the noses on the other two. Does that make sense?
yeah, like it's got more of the darkness than this one does, but more of the sweetness than this one does.
I got no ethanol. Like, I feel like I could bury my nose
I just
in the
did.
bourbon and nothing.
I did. Like, I put my nose way down deep in there, and I was like, no, I got a little bit of ethanol, but then I realized, like, how deep I was in there. I was like, that's to be expected.
It's the utmost most minor tingle. Hey, that was good.
Right by the mic.
You probably peaked it. Definitely a little spicier. Mm-hmm. Not in a bad way.
No. Like, more...
I like the tingle that leaves.
It is definitely tingling.
There's a tingle.
Like, almost like a carbonation tingle.
Right.
Aaron,
Like a
Aaron
Sprite.
talks about, like, a carbonation tingle.
Mm-hmm.
That's got the carbonation tingle to
I
it.
don't care what anybody says. The carbonation feeling from a Sprite and any other carbonated soda
Is different.
not the same.
Sprite is, like, more soft. Like,
It's soft but
more
sharp at the
supple.
same time.
Like,
It's a soft feeling in your mouth, but every time the bubble pops, it seems much sharper.
to me, like, Coca-Cola has, like, a very sharp carbonation aspect to it.
We'll agree to disagree. You're all over the place.
We're trying to figure out, like, one or... I think that's my number one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm like $125
Okay.
on number 2. It's real good.
I'm in for 400 on the nose on one. It's... The nose on that is...
So that's
unreal.
real strong. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not in for 400 on the nose, but I would say that this number 2 is definitely a more savor than 1 or 3.
So I'm going to say number 2. Yeah, I'm in that 125 price range.
I don't think
I
that's
kept bouncing around
unreasonable.
between like 150. Like 125 is a good solid just
I'm not gonna rank 1 or 3 as high as I did number 2. They're close, but they're not there. I'm in number 3, 95 to $100. Because they're all an experience.
Okay,
In
I'm
and
gonna
of
say
themselves.
Number 1, I'm in it for $100. Number 3, $75.
Okay, so you are 100, 125, 75, right?
Yeah. Maybe, like you said, maybe even 150. But,
Okay.
yeah.
So 120, you're $100, 125 to 150, $75.
Yeah.
So I am 2 seconds. I'm like 65 to $75 for number 1.
Mm-hmm.
$125 for number 2. And probably $105 for number 3.
So yours would be like that then.
Right.
First, second, third.
So what's number 1?
Number 1 is... This hasn't been opened very much.
I'm gonna keep drum rolling because you're taking
just
your
keep
sweet
rolling
time.
it. Keep rolling. I'm trying, buddy.
The drums are getting tired, sir.
Ooh, Schniza.
That's not really a word.
Ah, there we go.
Old Forester 100 proof. Okay.
I'm not mad at
So,
that. That
no,
is
not at all. Both of us are
amazing.
way above and beyond what retail price is for that. What's retail on those is what, 40?
25 bucks? Yeah.
Was that a 750? Okay.
Yeah.
So $25. I gave it 65 or $75. You gave it $100.
This is easily, actually, it was in my top 8 best bourbons on your local shelf right now.
12. 8/12.
It was 8 distilleries, 12 bottles.
Right.
Okay.
So number 2.
1910.
Some bitch. All right. So now
Which is kind of funny. When I first nosed that, I was like, that reminds me of 1910 or the Woodford Double Oak.
1910's really good.
It
Especially
really
for
is.
a 93 proof.
It's got
I could
so
have
much.
promised you these were all well north of 100, and that proved me wrong.
I'm going to go ahead and say number 3 is also a Woodford product.
Do we
Which
know
one,
what
though?
Woodford product? Are you going to give me a...
I'm going to say not 1920 because I did not enjoy
What's-
it. And
what-
if it
where's-
is 1920, I'm going to go throw it outside because that bottle's gone to shit.
What's drum roll?
No! 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 What?
To be fair,
No!
we both gave this a price exponentially above what retail is. I was at $100. You were at 65, $75.
No!
Right? And the retail in this bottle is what, 40
1920 is so much better than 1910.
According to you, it's literally not.
Oh.
So, yeah, 115 proof. Finished last for him, second for me. The 93 proof finished first for both of us by a notable margin. And the 100 proof finished second for both of us. Or, well, second for you, third for me. Kyle's having currently an existential crisis. I feel like you should all give him a hashtag existential crisis in the comments.
All right, guys. I have to go, like, figure out what just happened and, like, meditate on this because that's not cool, man.
Nothing makes me happier than when I'm on an episode where Kyle has an existential crisis.
All right. Yeah, T-shirts, Teespring, link in the description. Patreon members, absolutely love all of you guys. Not you. You're not one anymore, so screw you.
I fixed that.
I don't care.
He doesn't care about me.
So if you made it this far in the video, I mean, bravo to you guys.
You clearly are a fan of self-punishment.
You and 4 other people, so appreciate y'all. And yeah, until Friday noon central next week. Cheers. Drink blind.
Go to Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook. That's all.
That is all.
I have spoken.
Okay.
How you feeling right now?
I feel all right.
Especially aside from the drinking part, but like.
Oh, about this situation? Yeah.
Not
that's
great.
I mean,
You ranked your 93 proof as the best bourbon.
it was delicious.
It is delicious. It not was.
It is.
It is.
It is delicious. 1920 though has always been like my jam.
Yeah, well, clearly 1910's your jam.
Clearly 1910 is. God.
And 100 proof is absolutely not your jam.
We want to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon people. Absolutely thank you. You guys are freaking magical. T-shirts at Teespring, link in the description.
Also, thank you to anyone who has ever supported us, whether that's either coming on a live, chit-chatting with us on a Thursday night, or if you just like to watch our episodes, we appreciate every one of you.
Until Friday noon Central next week, cheers.